Good morning again. I know I was just with y'all, but I have some breaking information. Okay, some breaking news, but others have probably seen it. But hey, I hadn't, and I know we were just talking about it. So I wanted to come on back right fast. I know some of y'all are at work or you are catching the replay. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha. Thank you for joining us. Let's see who we have. Hey, Shelly Shell. Hey, sis. Thank you for coming back. Hey, Aries Black. Yes, sis. We are back. Yeah, baby. I just found the speech. And you know what, y'all? I'm going to show the speech and we'll kind of talk about it. But I want to know. Okay. Now, I get the curse words. I understand that, they had to bleep out curse words. But why were we not allowed to hear this speech? Okay, I want y'all to listen to it as I play it and see if we can come up with why BET did not want us to hear this speech. Let me share my screen. If y'all can hit that like button, I know some people are like, man, I thought she just got off a lot. Well, we are back. Okay. We are back. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Come on, thing. I'm trying to go full screen. Okay, hold on 1 second. Uh, Thank y'all for your patience. I was trying to do, hold on, I'm making, thank you for your patience. Okay, well, we're just going to have to watch it on I was trying to enlarge the screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Let me shout out some people that are just coming in. I don't want to miss anyone. Thank y'all for my patience. Yes, Bronx Girl, we are back since I found what they didn't show us last night. Okay, because I wanted to know. Last night, those of you who watched the BET Awards, and welcome everyone. We got Bronx Girl back in the house. Hey, Cindy. Hey, sis. Thank you so much for joining. Keep it cute with Miss Mel is in the house. Hey, sis. Thank you for joining this morning. Did I miss anyone? Okay. Yeah, so I was just curious to know pretty much what did we miss last night? Because if you watched the BET Awards when it was time for Usher to go up on stage, pretty much to have his conversation, his acceptance speech, a lot of that speech was beeped out and censored. So, we're curious. Okay, I know he wasn't cursing every word. I understand we gotta, censor the curse words. I get that. But why was most of his speech censored? Let's watch and let's see if y'all can come up with some reasons as to why BET did not show us this.
That did stick around because of it. Or at least that was my perception of it. Because I had to live long enough in order to understand that you have to have a sense of this name that a man gave me that did stick around because he loved me. Or at least that was my perception of it. Because I had to live long enough in order to understand that you have to have a forgiving heart in order to understand the true pitfalls, hardships of a black man in America. And my father, he was a product of that. He made a lot of decisions. He made a lot of choices, and the one that probably hurt and helped me at the same time was to stay away. But that's part of the reason why I say this is the year of the father, where all the fathers got to stand up for their sons, daughters, and be.
Oh Lord, I was muted. I've been talking for 2 minutes. Y'all, forgive me. Y'all, I've been talking since I muted a video. Oh my gosh. Lord, I've been talking about Miss Mel's coming. Yeah, the video is paused. I did pause it, but I've been talking. Oh my gosh. Forgive me, y'all. See, when you're doing this, y'all, and it's a lot of technology, I should say, I'm going from one tab to the other, forgot to unmute. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me quickly review what I just said. I said Miss Mel said that she didn't see the awards, but they haven't been awarding for a long time. And I said, because I said Right Mel and Bronx Girl agreed too. I said it seems like the older we get, the more further removed we are from some of the newer artists. And so then I talked about, because it said, yes, Mel, bring back the old BET Awards. Lauryn Hill was the highlight for me. And I just said that we did a live. I just did another live this morning where Lauryn Hill was on one of the cringy moments of that live. And I say it was the dress, but we love her singing and we love us some Lauryn Hill. So that was all I was saying. And then I saw Cindy said we can't hear. Y'all, oh my God. Thank you, Lola. Shelly Shell. Oh my goodness. Yes, Aries, girl. Y'all let me get through all that talking. And y'all saw me moving the comments, and y'all could have said, since we can't hear you, y'all wait until I got through everything. Oh my God. Okay, so now let me go back to why I paused the video. Okay, so I paused the video here for those of you who are just coming in. Last night, most of Usher's acceptance speech to the Lifetime Achievement Award was censored. Hi, Brittany. Welcome, sis. Shout out to all of our members. Aries Black, Brittany's in the house. Thank y'all. They are lit up in green this morning. Mel said, yes, Cindy, everything is great. Okay, y'all talking to Cindy. Okay, so most of the speech was censored. Now, I understand censoring curse words. Believe me, I get that. However, I was wondering what all was he saying, because I know that Usher wasn't cussing every word. Okay. And so I was curious to know what was he talking about. So the first part of his speech, Humble me say, oh shoot, sis on one this morning got me singing. Oh my gosh, back at it again. Cause sis, let me find out you outside 2 times before noon. Yes, sis, I am back. Okay. I told y'all if I found out what Usher was talking about last night, I was coming back. I was gonna share it. So I decided to just come back so we can watch it together, talk about it together. And so I was just curious. So the first part of this video, okay, or his speech, Usher is talking about his father, okay, and how his father left them when he was a baby, and he made these decisions, okay. So BT, why y'all censoring that? Okay, because this is a real conversation. This is a real conversation. I'm going to rewind it because I see more people are coming in and we haven't really watched a lot of it. Brittany, that's what we trying to figure out, sis. Why are they muting Usher's speech? So we about to see what all did he say. Okay, so let's go back and I'm going to stay unmuted.
It's this name that a man gave me that stick around because he loved me. Or at least that was my perception of it. Because I had to live long enough in order to understand that you have to have a forgiving heart in order to understand the true pitfalls and hardship of a black man in America. And my father, he was a product of that. He made a lot of decisions. He made a lot of choices, and the one that probably hurt and helped me at the same time was to stay away. But that's part of the reason why I say this is the year of the father, where all the fathers got to stand up for their sons, their daughters, and be the man that they need to be for them. They say success has a million fathers. Well, I start with these guys right here.
That's
this
right.
is my village. These are the men who motivated me, who speak to me, who have spoken to me, who have been solid no matter how fucked up it may have been. I'm sorry, I'm cursing this, you know how I really feel. Because at one point it got really thick. The motherfuckers wasn't fucking with me.
Come on. Tell the truth. Tell the truth.
Okay, so when MFers weren't effing with Usher, at what point in time y'all think he's talking about? Okay, now I know, and even in the previous live, Critical even brought up with the herpes situation when Usher was going through that situation publicly. Okay, then we had the Chili situation where he was dating Chili, and he did the Burn song. We were all trying to figure out, was he talking about his relationship, and how that kind of went wrong. I don't know what went wrong in that relationship, to be honest, with him and Chili. Hey, Nook, good morning, bro. Thank you for joining. And I was like, I don't know. So he's gone through several situations. We also talked about the situation where Gene Deal and Jaguar Wright have brought out some, and all of that is alleged, of an incident where a young man had to go to the hospital that was at one of Diddy's camps. And they had to go to the hospital, and they never really told who it was, but something happened. And it was stated that that situation had something to do with Usher. And I've always wondered, did that cause a rift with him and his mom? Because his mom had to have been called during that situation. Did that cause a rift between him and his mom's relationship? And when he had gotten married to a young lady, I believe she was older than him, and I wonder, did that have something to do with that little rift? Because she was his manager, and I don't know if his mom is still his manager, but she was a momager for a long time. And some people, stated that if your son went through something like that, then what was the impact that they have on their relationship with you? If you knew something had happened to me and you still allowed me to be with these people, and then it just progressed, and so forth. But look at where he is now. So sometimes we look at what people, where they are, and when they're accepting these awards and lifetime achievement awards and getting all this glory and praise and things of that sort, but at what cost? What price did they have to pay to get the blessing or to have that manifested? Okay. Because usually there's a cost to the things that you get. And Usher, when he was talking about this, people may not have known about that situation with his father leaving him. He's up on stage now, but look at how God brought other men around him. And he's pointing to those other men on stage as people that surrounded him when no one else was messing with him. I'll put messing, I ain't gonna say the cuss word. Okay, because God will put people around you that will have your back when everyone else turns their back on you. And we know publicly Usher has been through some things, and so he's now talking about who had his back during that time.
I understand. Sometimes you gotta go through some shit to get to something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, they solid. And it ain't about a motherfucking hit record.
Come on.
They solid and they gonna always have my back and I'm gonna always have theirs. Now, somebody asked me a question about ego and this idea of having an ego. Could you be so confident that you could come to L.A. Reid's office at 12 or 13 years old and say, you meeting your next superstar, and I'm going to take that space on the wall right there. You're going to put my picture up there. No, that wasn't ego speaking. I rebranded that word that day. I expressed goals out loud.
There we go.
I know it's an L in there, but fuck it. And the reality is, you have to express your goals outwardly, no matter what people may see, no matter what they may feel, no matter how dark it may be, no matter how complicated it may be. Because that's the only way that it will ever become a reality. You have to see it first.
Yeah.
Woo, y'all! I truly believe that. Brittany, we just talked about that on the other live. But we'll kind of, if people want to share throughout this live, y'all can share it in the comments and we can still talk about some of our favorite parts. He ain't going nowhere, Miss Mel. Oh, okay, got you. Y'all having a whole other conversation in the chat. I'm all up in y'all business. Yes, sis, when he said, baby, see, what, BT, why didn't y'all want us to hear this? Okay, why did y'all not want us to hear this? This is encouraging, inspiring, because there are times when people may think that you're crazy. Okay, like he said, he was what, 12, 13, 14, going up into this office, and he said that you're gonna have my picture up on the wall. Baby, you have to speak a thing. Okay, speak and believe that thing, that it will come to pass. And so Usher is telling us this is an example of being not led by what you see or where you come from or things of that sort. I don't have a father, or he could have been led by that, but he said that he had a goal, something he wanted. It was in his mind, and he spoke the words. He spoke it out loud. Sometimes we're afraid to speak out loud. I didn't know Usher was about to go here, baby, because he gonna get me all riled up. Hey, Andrea, thank you for joining, sis. I appreciate your support. I mean, y'all, this is a testament of speak those things that be not as though they already are. Y'all, I did not know he said all of this last night. This is a powerful testimony, Let's continue.
Then move in action and decide that this is what I will do, this is what I'm committed to. And you're going to have a cast of people who are going to be with you, and you're going to have a cast of people who are going to hate you.
Yeah. Come on.
So long as you stay.
You're going to have people that are with you on the journey and on the way to that thing, and you're going to have some people that are against you. So my thing is, as you are heading there, already know that. Don't be surprised, okay? Everybody not going to be happy for you. Everybody not going to want you to attain that goal. I'm pretty sure he had some friends around him that did not want him to make it, that did not want him to be getting up on this stage, receiving a Lifetime Achievement Award. But here he is, okay? And God will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies. Y'all, let me let this play.
Stay connected to what you feel, what you love, what you're committed to. Something major will happen, and God will show up.
Yes, he will.
Always does. Now,
Come on, Pat.
I can proudly say I'm the bastard of Usher, right? But I made something of it. And I did that because my mother, she subbed in two ways. She was a mother and a father at the same time. This is the power of a black woman in America. You know?
Woo, y'all. I see why BET didn't want us to hear this. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. There are some single moms out there. Like he said, his mama was his manager, but she was the mother and the father. I was raised by a single mom. Most of probably my childhood through age, I would say 7. Then my mom got married to my stepfather. And so then we had, a family. I had a father in the household. But baby, I watched, and don't get me wrong, my father, he was in financial support. I knew who my father was. But the one that truly raised me, okay, that was there. God helped my mom to take care of me as a single mother. He also sent my grandparents, who are wonderful grandparents, that when my mom, oh, y'all, this is getting me emotional. When my mom was out working hard, God allowed her to be able to do that. My mom, I never went without, okay? And God sent people to also be a village to me, okay? Whether it was in the community, we had friends that I could go with. And so I could feel that. I could feel when Usher talks about his mom that was a mother and a father. And I know we have these conversations around Mother's Day and Father's Day where people are like, you the mama, but you can't be the father. And yeah, there are some things that mothers will not be able to give as far as a man can give to a child. I do agree with that. But as far as the taking care and the raising, there are a lot of single moms that's out here rocking it and doing both parts, okay? Having to go here, having to go there, having to do this, having to do that. And so I'm glad that Usher gave his mom props as to trying her best to do whatever it took to get him to where he was. Lord have mercy. Woo, that thing blessed me. I didn't know he talked about all of that. Let me see. Anyone coming in that I haven't spoken to? Hey, sister teacher, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Truth, girl, we back. Come on now. Truth said, I missed this comment. I had to go back in the chat. Truth said, when God prepares that table, it's something to marvel at, baby. I know that's right, sis. Andrea said, oh, open book. I'm glad to hear what he was saying. I was too pissed they muted him. Yes, sis, that's what we were saying. We need to know, what did they not want us to hear? And I'm still confused as to why y'all didn't want us to hear this. Okay, because I mean, this is inspiring. I didn't know he had said all of this during that speech. Let's continue.
With everything that I have accomplished, I didn't do it alone. I want to thank the ones who are not here to be able to see this moment, who I talked to, some of whom are fathers or were like fathers to me. Eric Belafonte is somebody who I always look up to. Quincy Jones is somebody who always I look up to and to do this movement. Clarence Avon is another person that I look up to. Virgil Roberts is another person who I look up to and continue to push me and make certain that whatever I thought of, I could absolutely achieve. Evangelist Ernestine Carter, who I lost. Kurt Franklin, he helped me usher her into this ascension in this place. And all of these wonderful things began to happen. She was an earth angel, and she now is in heaven, making these moments happen. It is the hard work that we put into this, but it is the belief in those who see something in us. A woman, a very important woman, is at the very foundation of this. A man and a woman by the name of James Lackey and Nancy Lackey. They were at the foundation of who I am as a young, hopeful child who just wanted to do something and wanted to matter. Even though there wasn't a dad to call, even though there was not anybody to pick up and say, hey, you're gonna be all right, this is what you do, This is what's okay. This is what isn't. You don't like girls. You're gonna go through shit. You gotta figure it out. But it led me to be the father that I am to my boys, Cinco and Naveed, who are here today, and my little ones, Sire and Sovereign, who are home as well. Thank you all for. Why are you looking like that? You not happy today? Okay.
He was talking to his son. What he said.
And this one, he be in my DMs, you know, hitting people and stuff. Anyway. So I thank y'all for being patient with me. I forgive each and every person who had anything to say negative about me because it only motivated me.
There we go. There we go.
Could it have been that he talked about forgiveness? Come on, Usher. Man, y'all, that is powerful. Forgiveness goes a long way. We forgive because we are forgiven daily. Okay, sometimes every day, probably more than once for something. And we want to forgive freely too. Extend that to others. And it's not an easy thing sometimes, especially when you feel wronged by someone, but it frees you. It's for you. And you want to keep short accounts with God and short accounts with others. And when you've done your part to forgive, you are blessed in that. Other people have to give into account to what they do, their own consequences, their own actions. But for him to get up in front of a lot of people, okay, that were watching this, of course, some of us couldn't hear it. We're hearing it now. I'm glad that he highlighted the importance of forgiveness because it does open up doors and it allows us to be blessed when we walk in the spirit of forgiveness. Shelly said, I know he wants to thank Diddy, but I know it hurts. Yep. Yep. I agree. It's that growth. Come on, sis. I know that's right. Andrew said he was talking about his ex-wife Tamika. Yes, at the end, he said something to her. We put that on one of the cringy moments. That was on the last live. Y'all have to go back and watch that replay because we did talk about that too this morning.
Good is more than just a song. I'm turning a new leaf. You know, we gotta be cool for the sake of the kids. I look at Swizz Beatz and his ex-wife and Alicia Keys and the fact that they managed to pull things together. I'm trying, Tamika.
Okay, so that's the moment he was saying. First of all, I didn't know Swizz Beatz and Alicia Keys got divorced. I'm late because I thought they were still married, but he was highlighting how they have a great relationship for the sake of their kids. And then he said, I'm trying Tamika. That's his ex-wife. I was like, oops, that was a cringy moment. Because even his mom looked like, now, boy, why you do that? But he said he's trying. He's trying to turn over a new leaf. You know, he has the new song, Good, Good, you know, so he's trying. And that takes maturity when you're going through a divorce or, you know, y'all have to fix that relationship. Then, you know, you do have to get to a level of maturity to make sure you're making decisions and your actions reflect what y'all are doing for the kids. The focus should be for the kids, but some people still be in their feelings about different stuff and have to work through that. It can get to a place where, you know, we are rocking this thing. Let's see if I'm missing any comments because I'm on two different tabs, so I have to go back and look at if I miss anything. Hey, Alicia, thank you for joining, sis. How are you today? Brittany said the other celebrities that did a tribute of Usher, they did a great job. I was something along with them. Oh, so maybe singing along with them. Yes, yes, sis. I agree. They did an awesome job. We talked about that because we were like, were there any men? Because it was one, Childish Gambino. He was one of the men. And shout out to all the women that held down that performance. You know, the different presents during the presentation to Usher. But we were talking about that earlier. I could not think of their names, but like Chris Brown, Marcus Houston, okay, and his brother Omarion. These are some people that could have possibly done it, but they had all women, y'all. I just don't trust anybody in Hollywood. Yeah, it's a different world out there, I heard. Yes, in Hollywood. Different world right now, y'all.
She has. She has.
First step. So, yeah, that's a heavy but it's all about you. It is 100% all about my children and making certain that you understand that your dreams can come true if you truly committed. If you are committed to it, if you're dedicated to something, you find passion, you stay committed to it. This could potentially be you. This could be your moment. Not on this stage, because I'm the only one that's going to have this one. You could have a moment like this too. So happy for LeBron and his son.
Yeah.
This is the year. Um, to my team and each and every person that had anything to do with this moment that I'm having, the Feet Group, my management company, Akamon Jones. I said everybody on this stage, but Deontay Austin, who holds me down and is my maverick, Chris Chambers, who always has my back and always stays focused with me. Each and every person who has had a part in this moment.
Okay. So that was the last part. And then I think the other part they did show, but he just gave the men a hug and so forth behind, that was standing behind him and, got his award. So shout out to Usher. I'm so happy for him. And I'm so happy for him and just the speech. I wish a lot of people could have seen that because some people are not gonna come and watch my video or go to that website where I found that they are going to miss what he really said. And I think he brought out some. And y'all tell me your thoughts. Why do you think um, BET would have censored his speech, not the curse words? I get bleeping out, a few curse words that he said, but why do you think? But I think it highlights situations that a lot of Black families do go through. It's just the reality where we have single moms. I don't know if they didn't want it to be like we're letting him talk about the single moms families or forgiveness. Was he talking too much about forgiveness and God? Like, I didn't find anything wrong with that speech. I really feel like it showed that you don't have to have the same outcome as where you come from. He said that because his father wasn't there, and some people use their situations that they've been through for the betterment, okay, to be better. And he said now, he wants something different for his sons. He knows how I feel to not have a father around. Well, he doesn't want that to happen to his own children. So I just don't understand why a lot of that was censored. I really don't. It was a phenomenal speech to me. And I could even tell that it must have been right, Andrea. I could tell that there were a lot of people that during that speech, there even Tyrese, I could see tears in their eyes. Yes, Tip. Hey, I came back because I showed the video from Usher, the part that we didn't get a chance to see last night because they censored pretty much the whole speech. They use a lot of codes too in their speeches. Oh, okay. I was trying to hear a code. I don't know. Maybe it's something that I didn't know. I'm just going to say because he was a Black man, but that's not right. We've had some other Black men that got speeches and acceptance speeches, and they got up there and was able to do their full speeches. I need to hear from BET. What was wrong with that speech? I'm just very confused. Yes, he did a phenomenal job. I didn't see anything wrong. I really didn't. So that's it in a nutshell on the speech part. And we got more into the performances on the last live. This is the second live this morning, but I had to come back and show y'all that because I was like, we were just talking about this, so I wanted to know what did we miss. And so thank God for the person who recorded that so that we could hear what Usher said. Yes, they did him dirty. I, y'all, thank you, Cindy. This is the open book, and I'm gonna just be real, okay? I really feel that even from the performances, sometimes people, I mean, the performances were good. I'm not talking about the people who did it, but I could tell part of when Usher was the way he was looking, I could see something in his eyes like, oh, shoots, you know, like somebody messed up a note, things like that. And I would have thought it would have been a little different on the presentation part. Um, but like I said, Tiana Taylor, she did her thing. And it was some more of the women. Keke Palmer, you know, she stepped outside of the box. She did some different things. But y'all, it's like they even poor Chris Brown. That I think it would have even been good if I don't know. Do Chris Brown and Usher get along? I think they do, but they censored him so much and blackballed him so much. To I don't even think that they would even invite him. Andrea thinks he was telling on some folks. Andrea, who he was telling on? I didn't hear any names. He just said people that did him wrong. She said that, yeah, like, like it's so sad that some of our people have been blackballed where they're not even invited to some stuff. Like we couldn't find any men that know how to dance and sing. I just didn't understand that factor of it. And then to hear how they censored this man's whole speech. And I'm not lying, y'all. Go back and there's some of y'all who were on who was watching this on here. Am I right or wrong? Because from after the first two sentences, it was like they censored the whole thing and then let the button go at the end. I was like, what in the world? See, I don't know, Mel. Excuse me. It could have been. It could have been. Yeah, Tiff, you're going to have to go back and watch it because you know they're going to show it. It's probably one on right now. BET, every time they have an award show, they show an encore presentation probably every day of the whole awards. And I actually have to go back and watch during the first hour, maybe 35, 40 minutes of it because I fell asleep last night. Because they played it again after it went off last night. Y'all keep in mind the BET no longer owned by black folks. Oh, well, that could be a reason. But if it's not owned by black people, let's see. So y'all, okay. So, do y'all think that with you saying that, sister teacher, do you think that because it's not owned by black folks, that they didn't want him talking about kind of the black family to make them look like they would have been racist to allow that? Because I'm not understanding. Like he was talking about his situation. Okay, so they have codes. Okay, maybe, yeah. I thought Tyler Perry, he was supposed to, but it didn't go through. Yeah, he was supposed to. So I was like, well, shoes. Tyler Perry got BET. Wait, I just know that every show that he has goes on BET. So Tyler Perry pretty much owns BET because all of his shows are on BET. That's all they play pretty much. I also, yes, we love Brittany. Okay, so those of you who didn't see the last live, we kind of talked about some of the cringy moments and some of the best moments. And speaking of Lauryn Hill, I was talking about how recently on The View, they had the 30th anniversary of Sister Act. You know, like they did a reunion. Yeah, he lost that deal, right? They had a reunion with the cast from Sister Act. And so one of the main people missing was Lauryn Hill. And so of course it was like all kinds of jokes that Lauryn Hill was probably late. She didn't get permission from her mama to be there and all of that. So seeing Lauryn Hill, now, I haven't seen Lauryn Hill in a long time. She was actually supposed to perform in Fort Worth, Texas, not too long ago, but canceled that show. And so and I don't know why. Thank you, Tiff. Like and subscribe. If you haven't, please share the lives too, y'all. And I also put in the chat, buy me a coffee. Y'all, it is Monday. It's a new week. If you would like to buy me a coffee or a special treat, there is a link in the chat. And so looking at Lauryn Hill's performance last night and just how over the years bye, Brittany. Brittany, you're not gonna stay to hear this part. I know you at work, sis. Thank you for coming back, Brittany. I love you, sis. Um, then it's like I look in her eyes and I've seen how she's transformed throughout the years. And to be honest, I don't know if she could have gone back to Sister Act and done that with them because she is like a totally different person. And I know that doesn't stop anyone from singing a song or anything like that. But y'all, I just look in her eyes and look how she has changed so much. And I don't know if it would have worked. Um, Tip said you can buy a coffee. I know that's right, Tip. Look, let me get my link. You can either buy a coffee or buy the book. Okay. Yes, thank you for promoting. Y'all, the common thread is still available. Okay. I had to send out a book, 2 books. Someone bought 2 books last week, and I had to ship that out last week. So yes, books are still for sale. Let me drop my link to the common thread. You can go on Amazon and purchase either the ebook or the paperback, or if you would like to order a signed copy package, you can also order that through me. Yeah, she was probably busy. I'm pretty sure she was busy, and so forth. So yeah, but I like Lauryn Hill. She's very talented. They're supposed to go with the Fugees. They're supposed to go on tour. I think at the end of this year, they're supposed to go on tour. I think it's their anniversary tour as well. But that was a good moment. Taraji, she had some great moments on the show. We were talking about some cringy moments where she didn't know who Keith Lee was. And to be honest, I just found out who Keith Lee was this year. So, I just wish that BET would prepare the host for who she's supposed to go to. Like, what does he look like? Okay. Because that was a very awkward moment. And I'm pretty sure people are talking about that today. The Usher speech today. Those are some big things that happened last night. But overall, I think it was a good show. A lot of booty everywhere, So, of course, I'm pretty sure the little kids had to be put to bed because it was some risque performances also on there. But overall, it was a great show. Let's see, Sister Teacher said Paramount CBS owns BET. Many rich men have tried to buy it back, but Paramount decided not to sell. Okay, that's what happened with that. Okay. Because I know that Tyler Perry was trying to purchase it, but it didn't go through. Okay, so they decided not to sell it. So yeah, certain things I guess they are allowing, and certain things not. So with Usher's speech, baby, they stayed on that button. Okay. Thank you. Love you too, sis. Thank you so much for joining. But thank you all for joining today. I appreciate y'all coming back. Some of you came back to the second live. I really appreciate it. Thank you for taking out time of your work day, or whether you're at home, in the car, or just watching the replay. Thank you so much for joining today. I hope everyone has a fantastic Monday. Tyler Perry owns something belonging to BET, though. Okay, I'm pretty sure he does, because all of his shows are on BET. I love y'all, and we will be back. I don't know about today or possibly tomorrow, because we're going to discuss a review of College Hill, which is also on BET Plus. If you have not watched it, it is a great season so far. So go ahead and catch that. Thank you, Queen. Humble Me Hype is in the house. Make sure y'all subscribe to Humble Me Hype. She has some great lives, resin pour lives. She does a lot of creative products. She has a lot of creative products and business products that she shares on her lives, talks about various topics. Andrea's perspective is in here. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. We have Break Room 411 in the house. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. We have Shelly Shell in the house. Make sure that you subscribe to her channel. Let's see, anyone else? We have Keep It Cute with Miss Mel in the house. Make sure you subscribe to her channel. Y'all, it's always great to network and talk, help each other. I'm a true believer in what we make happen for others, God makes happen for us. And so I love you all so much. Thank you so much for joining today. And I hope you all have a blessed Monday.
And make sure you like and subscribe to our channel at www.youtube.com.
Thank you. Y'all heard it from Micah Man. Subscribe to the open book on youtube.com. Talk to you later. Y'all have a great day. Congrats, Humble Me Hype. She's on the road to 500. We can get her there, y'all. Just go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Love you, Shelly. I'll talk to you all later. Thank you, Sister Teacher. Bye-bye. Thanks, Tiff. Love you.